This season I've been product testing this new prototype ski from Elan, the Primetime 55 Fusion X Speed Demon. So this is an out-and-out piste ski targeted mainly at expert or advanced skiers who are purely going to be carving on piste. So I covered most of the specifications in my first impressions video, which I'll link in the description and also up here somewhere, so you better find out all the information there. But the ski that I have here in particular is 172 centimetres and has a carve radius of 15.1 metres. So this sits somewhere between a slalom and a GS ski, but definitely slightly closer to the slalom end of the spectrum. So these skis will be released in September this year, I believe, for the 2023-2024 winter season. And the intended retail price of these is around about €1,000 for the ski and the binding. So it's quite a pricey ski, definitely a high-end ski. So, as mentioned, this is purely an on-piste carving ski, so carving is where you're going to have most fun with this. It has a full-length camber, so there's no tip or tail rocker, and it's got quite an aggressive side cut, and it's a very stiff and aggressive ski. So yeah, definitely not targeted at the all-mountain audience. So because of those specifications, it performs best on firm, hard, fast pistes. It can handle a bit of slush, and it certainly can handle a bit of fresh snow as well, but well-groomed, hard, fresh, fast piste is what it's going to perform best at. If you've got variable snow conditions, you're much better off on an all-mountain ski. So these skis have Elan's amphibio profile, which means there's a specific left and right ski. You need to make sure you've got the right ski on the right foot. And that means that the inside edge of the ski is thicker and stiffer, more aggressive than the outside edge, which in theory gives a much more smooth transition in the turn and a much more continuous carve. So I have actually skied these on the wrong foot. I wish I could say it was intentional as a part of the product test, but actually just purely put them on the wrong foot. And although something did feel slightly odd at the time, it wasn't drastic. It's not the end of the world, so you can ski them on the wrong foot. If you just happen to put them on the wrong foot, it's not going to ruin your day, but you definitely can notice the difference between the way the skis carve. Like, you don't get the same power on your outside foot when you're trying to drive through the turn as you would expect. So yeah, if you want to get the best out of these, make sure you've got them on the right foot. So, Elan described these skis as being playful, and they are, but only in the way that a cage line is playful if you're a line tamer. If you're not, then you get your hand bitten off. So, to be able to enjoy this ski, you very much need to be an advanced or expert skier. It's not for just putting around in the piste on. You won't have a very good time if you're a beginner or intermediate skier and you're just wanting to ski slowly and in control. You need to be skiing these fast and hard to get the most out of them, and they are for charging and for carving. So yes, you can have an absolutely great time and have a load of fun on these skis. It's not the ski to be taking out when you're showing your mum around the resort on. If you just want a nice, relaxed, easy day, you definitely want a softer, more forgiving ski than these. So I have used these in a variety of snow conditions, and in particular a hell of a lot of slush, because that's most of what we've had this season. And to be honest, they do struggle on slush, and especially when it gets lumpy and bumpy at the end of the day, when all the pieces are getting cut up and there's lots of piles of slough or straight areas of ice. It's a very unforgiving ski. So again, this is a ski that really you want to be getting out close to first lifts and enjoying the perfect corduroy on. Once the pieces all start to get cut up, you're not going to have as much fun on this ski as you were having earlier in the day. So yeah, again, for an all-day ski, maybe not, but for a few hours early in the day, or if you're lucky enough to be skiing at a resort that doesn't get skied very often, then yeah, you can enjoy this all day. But it's definitely for perfectly groomed pistes. That's where you have the most fun. So I did even actually use these in the park just for a little bit of fun to see what happens, and perhaps not surprisingly, they're actually incredibly poppy off of small kickers because they are so stiff and and they have a full length camber. So you actually get a hell of a lot of pop off of a small kicker. But then when you're landing, you've got they're not forgiving at all. You've got no give when you land, so it's very harsh landing. So yeah, I mean, you could hit the park with them. It's not what they're intended for at all. But of course, if you are hitting the odd jump, especially if you're on a border cross course, which again they can handle a border cross, ski cross, then yeah, they will jump, and yeah, you're not going to get much forgiving in landing, but you'll be skiing hard and fast, so it's not really an issue. So one or two of the other testers have commented on the durability of the top sheet, and in particular it not being very durable and scratching easily. I haven't found that at all with my skis, but then again I've taken pretty good care of them. I've always transported them in a ski bag, and I've left them stored in the cupboard when they're at home. So I've got little or no scratches to the top sheet at all, they're pretty much pristine. The base I was hoping to be able to keep perfectly pristine, because these are an out-and-out piste ski. In theory I shouldn't be hitting any rocks or doing any combat skiing with them. But with the nature of the season we've had this year, there's been a hell of a lot of combat skiing, even at the top of the mountain on the piste. So I have actually hit a few rocks. So, well, you won't be able to see because I've given them a storage wax now. but there are a few little dings and scrapes on the base, which is a little bit of a shame, but it is what it is. They seem to be, again, reasonably durable. They don't scratch super easily, even when you're skiing a little bit of gravel in the piste. So it does take a relatively large lump of something to actually cause some damage. So yeah, you're not going to trash these skis if you do happen to have to do a little bit of combat skiing at the end of the run. But yeah, definitely try to avoid it if you can. So the bindings that come with these skis are nothing new. They're a binding that can be found on various other Elan skis, such as the, I think the Wingman. So it's the EMX12, so it has a din setting of 12, and just pretty much a standard alpine piste binding, which is just compatible with grip fork soles. So yeah, it does its job basically, not a huge amount to say about it. It's very easy to fit. It comes on, the skis have a rail, and it just simply slides on and off, and you adjust the length basically relative to the sole length of your boot, and yeah, you're good to go. Not had any unintended releases with these bindings. I've only got them set to 8 at the moment, even though I could quite happily have them on 12 if I wanted to. And yeah, they do the job. So no complaints about the binding. There's not really a huge amount more to say about that. I mean, the colour scheme matches the ski and looks amazing. That's probably the one comment to make on the binding. Other than that, they do their job. So I did also take these out racing on gates once, right at the end of the season. So again, it wasn't perfect conditions at all. The snow was incredibly slushy. But yeah, I took these on a little GS course just for fun up on the slopes, and they handle it perfectly fine. So you can do both GS and slalom turns on these skis, but again, they're going to perform best when they're allowed to follow the natural radius, which is 15.1 meters, so it's between a GS and a slalom ski. So yeah, you're having to fight a little bit if you are on either a GS or slalom course with these, but they can handle it. So if you are a ski coach, for example, or you're just doing some ski training, these will do the job. Obviously it's not going to be as good as a specific race ski for that specific discipline, but you can do both with these skis, so yeah. Especially if you're just out on holiday and you want to hit some gates while you're at it, these will do the job perfectly fine. And of course, going to be pretty fast at it too. So you can see plenty of videos of me using and testing these skis out in the field in the playlist, which I'll provide the link for in the description. But to summarise, these are an excellent hard and fast piste ski for charging on well-groomed, smooth, cold winter pistes. If you want a one ski quiver that does it all, this isn't obviously the ski for you. But yeah, if you're someone who has multiple pairs of skis and wants a ski for charging on well-groomed pistes, and specifically if you want to really enjoy your carving at a kind of between slalom and GS radius, then this is definitely a ski that's worth looking into, and you'll definitely enjoy your time out on the slopes on this ski. So just one final thing to say, remember everybody, carving is cool.